the interest that people have in you when you meet them for the first time really won't last longer than a day if you don't find a way to put yourself in a regular routine with them. It's because you're just too much of a stranger and they have too much going on in their life. So this is a really crucial step. People are so comfortable with their social circles and so occupied with their own lives that they just don't care about or remember that nice stranger they met at the local band show last week or last weekend. I mean, they have some interest, but it's just not enough to get them to reach out to you. It's usually just a matter of laziness. People want to hang out with you. They thought you were cool, but life gets in the way and they can't find time. They don't know what your schedule is. They don't know when it's going to happen, and it never ends up happening. So it's not that you're not interesting enough for them. It's just that you're not convenient enough because you're outside their routine and vicinity. You don't go to school with them. You don't work with them. So for this reason, it's so much easier to make friends at school or work, which brings me to my next point. You have to do something interactive if you want to make friends. It'll help you so much. If you're going to school, start with the people who are taking the same classes, or take a different class that's more interesting for the sake of being around the right people. If you're not in school, I don't recommend that you sign up for college just for the sake of making friends. That's way too expensive for this purpose. But your workplace is a huge wellspring for friendly relations. We spend 6 to 8 hours a day, 5 days a week around the people we work with. So it makes sense to just put yourself around the right people. Even if you're not working full time with these people, even just to spend 1 or 2 days a week with them is enough to build rapport and familiarity and to build a bond. And so friendships blossom easily and naturally this way. Unlike the occasional club event or concert, your day job gives you innumerable opportunities to talk to people. And it's not awkward because you're at work. So you have to talk to people to get tasks done. And you also expect, instead of awkwardly jumping into a silent moment on the bus with somebody or at a club, you're expecting each other to talk to each other more and fill out the silent gaps usually when you're working. Otherwise, it's actually awkward to not speak. It can be, if your job doesn't surround you with the right people, as I said, I recommend changing jobs or getting a second job just for the sake of being around people you like. Now, outside of work, another great way to make friends is through meetup groups and hobby classes. When I say meetup groups, I just mean any organization or group that gathers people together for events on a regular basis. This is where Facebook is really useful. So a lot of Facebook event organizations only do events once a month, but that can sometimes suffice. This is why you do need social media a little bit like Facebook to really meet people for organized events. And things like Meetup, that online service that allows you to create groups and host local events, is also a perfect way to meet people. By now, there are probably a handful of similar services available. And whether you go through Meetup or Facebook groups, almost every hobby has its social group or courses you can join or sign up for so you can learn and play and mingle with like-minded people.